Okay guys, good afternoon and welcome. If you're just joining us, here we are, jumping into the third place final for today's proceedings. This is of course a match between NRD No Real Danger and their opponents, the Swordfish. So we're going to be doing battle here on steps today. So let's take a look at what tank picks we are getting into for today's third place final. So first up, NRD. They have picked two T32s to start off. Next up, that was responded with two IS3s on the Swordfish lineup. NRD then picked two T54s. Swordfish picked two T54s. NRD picked one T32, one AMX-12T. No, they didn't. They picked one T32, then said oops, and picked an MT25 instead of the AMX-12T. Now, I'm loving the MT25, to be honest, so... good pick there in my opinion. So T32 and T25, two T32s for the Swordfish, AMX 1390 there for No Real Danger. Looking pretty good overall. So, alrighty, and right now, going to be jumping into the next one. Alrighty, it's looking like we just need one more pick from... Yes, one more pick from the Swordfish. Their last pick. And we can see what's going on. But yeah, the AMX 1390. Oh, I don't like the AMX 1390 anymore. I'm personally not a fan at all. I was seeing some chat about it earlier in the Twitch chat. Some people suggesting that, well, if you want to run an AMX 79, it's fine, but you need to run more than one. You need to run like a few. You need to run like a wolf pack of AMX 1390s. Yes, NRD, No Real Danger, of course. So, but overall, it's looking like they are only going to be running one today, and I just feel as though whenever there's only one AMX 1390, it just doesn't do anything comparatively. You know, it's like, well, why pick an AMX 1390 over a T54 lightweight? You know, yeah, you got an auto loader, but that's about it. Like, anyways, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe TKR will pull off the best AMX 1390 performance we've ever seen in Go4WoT. Maybe. So there we go. And an MT25 picked over there on the other side as well. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of the MT25 as well. It seems like a very, very good tank now. And definitely. So looks like right now going to be, yeah, ready. I'll let everyone know that I'm ready. Alrighty, we're getting the countdown happening. So, NRD and Swordfish coming into this one. Both lineups looking, you know, fairly solid overall, fairly standard-ish. And I would be expecting NRD to do their usual push kind of up this line as well. Sit here, sit on the railway, get some shots across there. There we go, as you can tell from my pretty dodgy drawing. Probably going to be expecting Swordfish just to be around here, getting some shots across there. Maybe with one up there like we saw before. We'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, though, let's get this battle underway, and in fact, let's go ahead and roll through the test because we have not actually spectated any of NRD's matches today. So to start things off here, we have got Extravagance in the T32, Ferox Draken in his T32, Marty Boy in a T32, all of these guys for No Real Danger, of course. TKR is going to be driving this French Tier 8 light tank, the AMX 1390. Death of Rats in the T54 lightweight, as is Wilso 2276, and last but not least, ChinaNet is in this MT25. On the other side, though, the Swordfish, who are actually moving out towards the 2 flag early on. We've got two IS3s, two T32s, two T54s, and an MT25. But already Death of Rats might have actually spotted out some of these Swordfish members here, potentially. It was looking like, so it's looking like right now though nothing is going to be done of it. We are seeing the defenders just lining up into some fairly stock standard, positions around the place. You know, nothing too crazy. We've got Death of Rats. He's going to be sitting up here as well. So just looking out on towards any of those attacks that might be coming in towards that 2 flag from the southern location. Well, just from the normal push location, I suppose. TKR here in this AMX 1390, pushing actually fairly aggressively. So obviously, no real danger. They've got the information that they needed. They've said, okay, look, well, we spotted out a few of those Swordfish out on the other side. We know they're in IS3s, we know they're in T32s, we know that they can't react very fast. So what we're going to be doing is trying to see if we can push down this 2-line, this 1-2 line, to see if we can get some, or any stragglers at all, or try and pick off any of the Swordfish that are still around here. So that's actually a good move there, but in the meantime, I'm sure that the Swordfish, they're going to be pushing up on the other side as well. So right now, this T54 lightweight is going to get taken down very, very shortly if TKR can actually hit those shots. In the meantime, though, let's flick over to where the action's happening. Here we are, as we're getting some shots fired out there. Death of Rats, he's been dropped down to 82% HP. Wilso finally finishes off Ronald Pele, so that is one tier 8 off the board for the Swordfish. And right now we're going to be seeing the Swordfish pushing up on towards this 2 flag. They need to make something happen now before those 3 extra tanks come in from no real danger, I feel. Right now it's just going to be very, very hard for them. These T32s playing it well. We are going to be seeing those those IS3s push up to try and get a much clearer shot on those T32s. Of course, taking shots at a hold down T32, you're not going to have much success, but here we go. Okay, so there's IS3s coming up right now. Ferox Dragon is going to be the target for the first shot. There we go, gets tracked. Is he going to repair the track? No. In fact, he does decide to, and might be a little bit too late already, as he's dropped down to 24% HP on 359 HP, 227. Shot comes in. Lee Shoren finishes him off. There we go, the first tier 8 of no real danger falls down there. Now Extravagance is in a little bit of trouble. We can see TKR, his AMX 1390, he's just taken down Pizom. Extravagance getting some shots across on towards that IS3 there. Looks to be the focus, dropped down to 49 HP. One more shot will finish him off. Both teams losing a lot of tanks right now, as the base cap was started out for a moment there by that T32 Panzer killer on the flag, but he's in a lot of trouble himself. There's NRD about to take him down. We do just see Hot Train, though, taking down Wilso 2276. There we go. And we've got 3 tier 8s on the NRD side, facing up against 2 on the Swordfish, plus 1 MT25. Extravagance in a lot of trouble right here. Dropped down to 11% HP. And look at this. The MT25 is going to help Ronan to take him out so suddenly. We've got a very even fight now on our hands. But I think, look at this. TKR, he is reloading from the looks of things. So, right now it's a bit of a reset in the action. TKR, he hasn't taken a single point of damage on his AMX 1390. That is good news, but he's doing battle against Ronan, who is on full HP effectively with that T54 lightweight. That IS3 on 800 HP as well, so a lot of HP buffer remaining. AMX 1390, gas tank ruptures there. Not a major worry for him, but does manage to get the reset. So are we going to be seeing the push coming out? I don't think we are, but there we go. So, oh no, Ronan's just taken out Death of Rats. So TKR here in this AMX 1390. Oh no, that was a bad trade. That could just mean it. And yep, he's getting chased down. He can't do anything. He's in the AMX 1390. Just gets bullied away. Boom. And he had to retreat from the fight early on. Had to get the reload happening on the auto loader. And I mean, still there was a lot of HP buffer remaining in the Swordfish lineup when he had to retreat. But I just think, well, okay, well what if that AMX 1390 there that was reloading for, you know, however long the reloader of that AMX takes, which is quite a while. You know, what if that was just a T54 lightweight? You know, more buffer, constant damage, still be able to chase down that early kill on Ronald Pele that they got. That's my thoughts anyway. But let's take a look at the team score right here for both teams. Ronan up the top, 2.6k damage in his T54 lightweight for the Swordfish. Hotrang 1.8k in the IS3. So it's looking like right now we're going to be getting some next tank picks underway. But yeah, overall, I mean, NRD, they played that one kind of pretty decently, I felt. The T32s weren't really able to do much because of that push. I see in chat there Sock Monkey saying three T32s, you know, kind of questioning that. And looking at it, it's like, well, if they just had one, even just one IS3 there instead of those T32s, you know, you're going to be able to take more damage. There's no real reason, I don't feel, to have three T32s in that sort of a lineup either. So, getting the next picks underway. This time, of course, it is going to be NRD on the offense. Definitely not going to be expecting to see three T32s on the offense this time either. So, right now, going to be taking a look at the next couple of picks. So, Death of Rats there, 2 T54 lightweights. He's picked Panzer Killer with 2 T54 lightweights as well. So starting out light on both sides. So we've got 2 IS3s on Death of Rats for NRD side right there as well. 2 T32s for Swordfish. And I want to see them stick to 2 T32s, not go with 3. Death of Rats this time, NRD choosing AMX12T. And that 1390 again. Not convinced. Not convinced, I'll be honest. There was a time back when competitive World of Tanks was very new, when the AMX 1390 was an excellent pick. But now I never see it do particularly well. So I don't know. Alrighty, but right now, going to be getting the next picks coming on. Anything crazy? No. Nothing particularly interesting there. IS3 MT25. Love the MT25 now. Another IS3 there for Death of Rats. So good to see we're not going to be seeing 3 T32s on either side. But right now as well, we're getting another IS3. Okay, so the last pick is going to be that IS3 there. And that's going to mean we're ready to go. So again, nothing particularly different. Both teams basically sticking with the same lineup. Obviously, we're not having all of the T32s. In fact, we're having 0 T32s this time on the NRD lineup, which is good to see. They're going with the AMX 12T. Again, AMX 12T, MT25. I feel as though the tier 6 picks, you can get away with something that's suboptimal at tier 6 if you personally feel more comfortable playing the tank. And that may be the case for Amit here, playing in that AMX 12T. And it does have a nice low profile on this one, well, kind of lowish, so 15 seconds left, and we're going to be getting this one underway. This is, of course, the third place final, for those of you just tuning in, between the Swordfish and No Real Danger right here. And it's time to find out whether the Swordfish can close out this one in 2 games by taking out this match on steps, or whether No Real Danger can draw it out to a third. We're about to find out. I personally hope to see NRD draw it out to a third, but it's easier said than done when you're facing the Swordfish for sure. So they're going to be rolling out right now, heading up towards a bit more of a standard push, and this is the push I generally like seeing from the attackers. Just, you know, you can always rotate after it, just gives you a few options, maybe get a few picks. They are up against two T32, so it's going to be hard for them to actually make this one particularly effective, but definitely can be done. So right now we're going to be seeing TKR and Death of Rats and Wilso pushing up early on, and already getting a shot on towards that T54 lightweight. That's playing a little bit aggressively there. And another shot actually. So the T54, oh there we go. Wilso though takes one himself, dropped down to 74% HP, and he does not know where that shot's come from. So he's going to be paying the price for that one. As we're flicking over, in fact, let's go ahead and flick over to the defenders right here as well, as they start to get some shots across. So we can see these T32s and the IS-3 in a very good position right here to defend out this one flag, which looks to be the focus of NRD. And NRD just doing the usual, pushing up a couple of their tanks down that railway line. Can often get a safe little advance going on there, and there we are, we're getting some shots across, but of course those T32s, frontal turret armor, side turret armor, they don't really care. If you shoot a T32 in a turret, you're not going to have a good time in general. So that last shot just ricocheting off Panzer Killer. There's a hit though on to Pizom, so he's going to be taking one. Track gets a little bit damaged there as well, but oh, there we go. Great retaliation. Oh, and then put on fire. Death of Rats just gets absolutely obliterated right there in his T54 lightweight. And that was not a good trade there for no real danger. They've got to be a lot more careful than that, than just putting one of their Tier 8s in the firing line of effectively the entire, well, it could have been the entire Swordfish lineup. It was most of the Swordfishes' damage as well. So NRD losing that Tier 8. Going to be seeing TKR here as well. And that's the other thing I don't like about the AMX 1390. It's not good in bits like this where you have to poke, you know, where you just have to go for shots which you don't know which will hit, because of course it's got the autoloader. You know, with an autoloader, every shot that you don't make, well, you're going to have to be waiting a while if you want to be reloading afterwards. So you either go for the shot and risk not hitting, or you don't go for the shot and you definitely don't hit. So right now though, just continuing the trading here for both these teams. We are seeing what looks to be the AMX 12T here. Amit, he's in that one flag cap zone at the moment, putting a little bit of pressure on. Nothing too crazy at the moment though. Some more shots coming out. TKR can be trying to do some work. Oh, as we see actually, Ferox Drake and HK just been taken out by Ronald Pele there. And in fact, let's flick over to Ronald Pele as he's kind of ducking in, out and in between everywhere as he pushes out towards the back. And it seems as though actually Swordfish, they might have had enough of this. 3 minutes is left on the countdown clock, but they don't care. They're actually going straight for the NRD lineup. And oh, look at this. Ronald Pele does go down to TKR, but not before dealing quite a bit of damage himself. Pizom takes down Amit. So the base cap pressure has now been relieved, and Extravagance in the IS-3, they're taking a lot of shots. He's dropped down to 20% HP, and his track is destroyed. Doesn't have any rep kit from the looks of things. Can't get that next shot. He's getting taken out right there. That's going to be Hot Train doing the business. As the Swordfish, they're putting their foot down right now. Marty Boy is going to be the next focus. Gets taken down by Hot Train. That's another one for the Hot Train man. And the last two remaining tanks, Wilso and TKR, not going to be doing anything right now to stop Swordfish. TKR though does manage to take down Ronan before going down himself. And I want to see this MT25 do some work here on Wilso.
We're trying to cover for him.
There we go. Come on, Long Peter, you can do it. Nice little pop cannon there. Yeah. Oh, he's got the auto fire extinguisher as well. Oh, lucky. Otherwise, could have been dangerous. But right there we go. Taking a look, we've got the team score. Let's bring that up. Pizom up the top. He did well. Got to be happy with that. 2.1 thousand damage there with that T32. And we've got Hot Train as well. Up the top with the IS3, 1.4k damage. So overall, some pretty good damage numbers across the board there for Swordfish. And, well, that's going to mean that they are the third place finalists for today's ESL Asia Go4WoT. And that also means that next up, our next match is in fact the grand finals. So guys, do not go anywhere. Right after this, the grand finals for the ESL Asia Go4WoT Cup number 17 are coming right up. With the match between Saigon Tanker Club and the Super Noobs. Should be a good one. We'll be back now right after this.